There's always open access to go inside any one of the locker rooms.
Yeah, we have. We don't have metal detectors. We never will have metal detectors. We do what's called, what all Noble campuses do. We call it a diamond sweep. So we actually haven't done one yet, surprisingly, this year, which is part because we had the grand opening ceremony and we haven't done it yet. But it'll happen soon. Which a diamond sweep is literally the place goes on lockdown for a period. So we will go, the discipline team, all the deans, the office staff, we will go in every single classroom and we will search the kids, their bags, their pockets, their shoes, everything. We'll go through all of their lockers and we do it all in one period. It's done and it's done fast. And we've done it for the last 2 years.
How often is it done in a year?
We do it as often as we feel like we need to.
So it's random.
So it's completely random. It may be done first period on a Tuesday, and then it may be done 2 weeks later on a Thursday in fifth period.
Or it could be done the next day.
It could be done the next day, yeah. So there was one time last year where we caught wind the kids were potentially bringing stuff they shouldn't. So we did two consecutively with that, every other week. Fortunately, there wasn't the problem that if we get a buzz about stuff, kids talk, we will do it instantly.
How much kickback do you get from
parents sign on that before they get here that we're able to do that, no matter what. So it's something the first time it gets done, the kids are scared out of their minds.
That's okay.
The freshmen.
They are.
And the sophomores and juniors, they understand. We say the same thing. We come into the room. We say we're officially doing a diamond sweep. We do not have metal detectors. This is how we keep you safe. So if you have anything that you're not supposed to, raise your hand and go in the hall. And that happens. There's little girls that their parents gave them mace and they have it in their bag. They'll come out in the hall and I'm so sorry, I'm not supposed to have, I'm not supposed to have this, my mom, this and that. Then we address those on an individual basis.
I would imagine by the time they're juniors, they're probably coming to you saying, you should do a sweep today.
That's how we find out.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not juniors. Juniors for sure, but yeah. Last year we only had sophomores.
Where they want the safety, so they're coming to you and saying, you need to do a sweep today. I can't tell you what's going on.
That's exactly what happens. Yep. You didn't hear it from me, and I don't know anything, but you should do. That's exactly what happens.
That's kind of good culture too, because too
exactly
often you hear about kids talking about like the don't snitch type thing, but no. Oh, bullying, and how do you address that? And issue right now.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's not a problem at this point. It doesn't mean that kids don't say mean things, but as far as bullying as a part of culture, I'll give you a prime example. We have a student that's on the autism spectrum that has a paraprofessional all day now, but he did not have a paraprofessional when he was a freshman, and I was a teacher the first year, so he's a junior now, and he got all sorts of ridicule. He had a really rough, K through 8 experience. And I think maybe first quarter, said at some point somebody, he asked the question and was definitely didn't understand how it would be interpreted by everybody else. And some kids, a bunch of kids laughed. We have discipline escorts. I called and had one of the discipline team come and get the student and pull him out in the hallway, and then just read the room, the riot act. That was it. Never a problem ever again. In my classroom, and then the word gets out that it isn't a problem, and we keep close tabs on the internet stuff too, because the kids will tell us such and such put this up on the internet. That's really the only problem we've had, and we had one problem with it last year, or two problems with it last year, where girls said this and that over email and on Facebook, and it's easy to track that down because it's not a paper trail, there's an electronic trail. And then we come down really hard. We go home for 5 years suspended, 5-10 days. Period.
And the student was talking about that has autism. It was one of the moments, that moment just warmed my heart, I just love this school. It's my first year being at the school. And he was walking out, everybody's like, oh, bye, and speaking to him, and just not acknowledging that. And it's interesting to know how it can happen. It just fits into the school.
he's just one. I mean, there's multiple kids that will tell you that they were just